And I'm Jerry. And we are the Military Collectibles Shop. Welcome to yet another edition of What's New at the Military Collectibles Shop. We're trying to get this one in this week because, well, honestly, we're real busy. There's a bunch of stuff coming up, and we didn't know if we could do it any other time. So we're doing it now with what we got. Because we did get some interesting stuff in, and there will actually even be an unboxing. Boxing.
I should start unboxing it now.
Right, yeah.
So by the time we get to the end of the episode, we might have it open.
Right.
Or we just run out.
So you can go get your popcorn now, and by the time you get back and have eaten it, Marco might have the box open.
I got this finished fillet knife or fighting knife.
Fillet fighting.
I can open the box with.
We can agree it's Finnish.
Yes.
Okay, so again, another interesting week. We really never know what's going to come through the door. And so one of the things that I was happy to get through our friend Rick, by way of his friend Roger, a World War II, no, it's not going to fit, a World War II...
you can sew it right to your t-shirt.
World War II U.S. women's civilian Ike Jacket. Now, so a couple cool things about this. One, it's to a civilian woman who is working with the armed forces over in Europe or England, I believe. Two, it's actually based on a British jacket, so it's kind of tailored after the British battle dress. It's even got a little British tag in the back. And there was actually some photos of her and some extra insignia in the pocket, and a World War II, I don't know if it's a gumball or a jawbreaker, but that was in the pocket as well. But so very cool. Those of you who know that I collect women's military things.
And gumballs.
And apparently World War II gumball. Now you have to have 3 of anything to have it be a collection.
Oh.
So until I find...
Check the other pockets.
Until I find 2 more. But just really small. I mean, teeny tiny, but nicely, fitted. Oral history relates that she was actually working as a translator. So that's very cool. Not something often seen. So I was happy to get that.
I think she was translating for the Oompa Loompas.
Maybe. What do you got?
Oh my God, we got so much cool stuff. I got a jet fighter pilot's survival knife.
That's cool.
It's got this serrated edge, so if you had to cut open the side of the aluminum thing to get out, he could.
It'd probably work.
There's a sharpening stone.
Until you hit a strut.
Ooh.
Yeah, the jet pilot knives are always popular. Survival knives.
This is made in Ontario in 3/11.
Okay, 2011.
Oh.
So.
Okay, I was thinking 1911.
1911. Very early. Early
jet fighter.
Okay. All right, I'll stick with uniforms. I got this one. Full disclosure, I got this one online. Didn't walk in, but it's a World War I reenactor uniform, but it fits me. So sometimes when keeping you up, sometimes when Mark and I do shows, reenactor shows, it's fun to kind of join in. And well, I do not consider myself a reenactor. At least I can look like a guy who's reenacting being a reenactor.
That's
So,
awesome.
But yeah, kind of nice. I just got to find some collar insignia for it.
Oh, I know a guy that has a military shop that might have some.
I might promote myself to an officer because right now he's just a sergeant.
Wow. We have a Marine Camulus fighting knife from World War II in Vietnam. It has some trench art from somewhere. It's like ships and stuff, but the story was the guy brought it back from Vietnam, but
I think it's a World War II.
yeah, I think it's World War II also.
Nice knife. The Mark IIs are always really popular with collectors. A lot of people call them K-bars. It's kind of like aspirin, Kleenex, and Xerox. K-bar just happened to be one of the manufacturers that made the Mark II knives. Maybe the one who came up with it. I don't know. So you'll actually see K-bars. Well, yeah, see, there I go using it by other manufacturers. Some of the rarer ones are Robeson and Boker. Almost escaped me for a minute there. Boker. All right, Mark's opening a box. While he's doing that, I'll show you another K-bar. This one actually came in, and this is a sort of a newer one. This is from the 90s, the 1990s. The 1900s for you little whippersnappers, millennials. This nice to find, still in the box, still wrapped in its protective coating, cardboard. Never been uncoated. Oh wait. But with the sheath and the instruction booklet, point this side toward enemy. Very nice. And a lot of guys actually carried these in the Desert Wars. This one's labeled to the Marines. Marines favored these knives, but I do know a couple other guys who carried them in the Gulf War. But nice to find in the box.
Okay, we have a picture here of Eddie Rickenbacker. And I think this is part of the airplane when the Red Baron shot him down.
That is not Eddie Rickenbacker, nor did he get shot down by the Red Baron. Mark, the camera's over here.
Okay, we have this guy here. I believe he's
30-second.
30 seconds. They used to launch missiles.
Oh, this is what I get when Mark's been drinking all day. And he's a musician.
Oh, look at this.
Eddie Rickenbacker, not Mark.
Yes, this is the guy that invented the Rickenbacker guitar.
Somebody had to.
And it's. I have a feeling this used to be in an oval frame that
Was no longer oval?
Yeah.
Maybe it was an oval frame designed by a cubist.
Well, that could be.
Either way, it's a neat picture of a 32nd Division guy. A lot of the 32nd guys were from Wisconsin, Michigan, kind of this general area. So we've kind of got Wisconsin, we got Michigan, the other mitten-looking state, with the little hat that goes on Wisconsin. But yeah, very cool. I wish it was named. It's always nice when we can find stuff that's named, but
I think we should call it Eddie Rickenbacker.
I can't say for sure, and his name isn't Eddie Rickenbacker.
But anyways, we got these fancy parade machetes.
The cool thing about these is these are actually World War II U.S. machetes in the fancy parade leather scabbards.
This one's dated 42.
This one's dated 42. Two. Also.
This guy,
as well.
This has got
as
like
well
a
as.
A crown with somebody holding an ice cream scoop.
Legitimus Collins.
Yes.
Very famous machete maker.
Oh, and it's got the guy's name in it. I forget. Oh, and this guy was killed in action in the Philippines.
But before he went, he sent home
his sword collection.
Machetes. Now this one's interesting, and I don't know much about it. Preliminary research. It's got like a who's the guy? Satyr. It's like the Sagittarius-looking guy. It's half man, half horse.
Oh,
but not Pan.
Oh.
But he's got a club or a horn. I don't know. Anyways, we did find some reference of the Canadian.
He's not a minotaur, is it? Oh wait, that would be a horse.
No. This guy's half horse. Aren't minotaurs bulls?
Yeah. Huh.
Welcome to ancient lore. Anyways, this is kind of a neat machete, other than just poking through the scabbard, which we'll have to watch.
And it's got that handle that's made out of some type of unicorn horn.
No, this isn't unicorn horn. This is black rhino.
Okay.
But kind of a neat blade on this one, more like a sword blade, but it works very well. I actually, for some yard work, I actually still use a nice machete because they work really well for cutting through stuff.
I use a lawnmower.
I'll bet that's faster.
I have to cut it more often than apparently you do.
Right.
All right. Hey, what is that thing? That long thing there?
Just what we needed. Another Civil War rifle? I think this is a rifle.
It's a rifle. It's got rifling in it.
So it's rifled. This is a Springfield
1863.
63. Ah, it was a very good year. 3-bander rifle with the bayonet, which is always nice to find. Again, not in super stellar condition, but not a real roach either. So a nice mid-level, complete with the ramrod. So we've been getting a lot of Civil War stuff in lately.
And I think we got a picture of him, the guy holding it too. Yeah, Uncle Perry Thomas, a rifleer.
I can't say for sure that that's not the same rifle with 100% certainty.
Kind of looks like it, so I'm saying it has to be it.
Oh, remember, always buy the story. And remember, wear boots. It helps. Huh? It could be. I can't say with 100% certainty it's not, but it's a nice. This is actually a nice CDV of a Union Civil War soldier, and identified as well. So that was cool. We also got that in.
Hey, we could go with this
Sure.
jet pilot's helmet and mask and bag. I mean, it's a really nice lunch bag.
Right.
Seems to be insulated.
So this is cool. Because I mean, we get a decent amount of helmets in, but it's real nice when we get one that has the oxygen mask as well, because that just helps make a really nice display. This is U.S. Air Force, probably 1960s. That's part of the chamois pad inside. So these display really well. And it also came in with the named aviator's helmet bag. So some possible research potential there. So I remember as a kid having, I'm trying to think it was G.I. Joe or Action Jackson that had the little helmet with the little visor thing.
Oh, cool.
So that was very cool. So it's always neat when I see these kind of things.
Wow. All right. Our Mira food has arrived. What the heck?
What could be in here?
Grocery bags.
Hey, it's actually well packed, so I'm not complaining. Plus, the guy I got this from watches our videos. There ain't crap in this bag or nothing. What the hell?
All right. We got a protective corner to protect that.
Oh, now I got something to put in the bag.
Wow.
Yeah, you open that one. I'm not falling for that one again.
This seems nice.
I'm detecting a theme here.
There's something in this one.
Sure there is.
It looks like a Finnish fighting knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Nice try.
there goes my leg.
But honestly, at least he packed well. Hi Jerry. Enclosed are the 3 helmets and goggles. Also, I put in a helmet liner that was used by children. The helmet liner was made from rejected World War II liners. After the war or during, they were made into toy helmets. A gift. Well, thank you, Lou. That's awesome.
Wow.
We love gifts.
And we like the bags too.
You know, it arrived safely, so I'm not complaining. I can't tell you how many times I buy stuff online and I'll get it and somebody just like throws it in a box. Too many times. Oh, these must be the goggles. Cool. And some Bundeswehr patches. Alright. These are GSG 9 goggles. Used by GSG Special Commando
Wow.
Field Police.
Wow.
They're actually
look
kind
at
of
that.
cool goggles. Oh yeah.
Nice.
It's a good, I feel like I could go
Stylish.
swimming in them. But I have seen photos of them in use, so. Bubble wrap. I always like bubble wrap. Those of you who buy from us might see this bubble wrap again.
Alright, we see
Those of you who don't buy from us, you should. Have you been on the website lately? We've been piling stuff on the website.
It's like a leprechaun green.
Not leprechaun, Bundesgreen,
Oh, border guard. Nice.
or Zollschutz Polizei. Grenzschutz. That's it. Grenzschutz.
That's nice.
So,
It matches the color of their uniforms.
hey, there's an idea. Those Germans, what were they thinking?
Look at that, a shiny one.
And this one's kind of cool because it's actually a double decal, but a post World War II German police from whatever
Wow.
city, district, or whatever this was. And this is the GSG 9 helmet. Now, it looks like a German Fallschirmjäger helmet, doesn't it? Yeah. But it's not. But it was used by the the German commando guys.
Yeah, they were formed after the Munich massacre.
Hold please while Mark takes a phone call. You may talk amongst yourselves. And we're back.
Wow. That's some fascinating stuff you got here.
It's kind of some, I mean, honestly, some of these post-war German helmets are actually pretty interesting. So you were saying that the GS...
The
9,
GSG 9 was formed right after the Munich massacre because, it was basically the Germans, I think they used like police units to storm the helicopters and the places, and they were not trained very well, and so they formed the GSG-9 unit, and for a while there they were like one of the most highly trained units after that, and
So kind of like a counter-terrorist unit?
yes, it was definitely a counter-terrorist unit, and they weren't going to be surprised the next time, so
Those Germans, they don't like surprises.
yeah. Interesting that they used the Fallschirmjäger helmet, but that's cool.
Speaking of counter-terrorist units, we got our last piece for the day.
Look at that.
It's a now this came from a Marine that we know, who got it from a DevGru Navy SEAL guy. These are the bump helmets that they wore, that are super sneaky squirrel people wear when ballistic helmets just ain't gonna help you. But that's pretty cool, and a neat helmet.
Wow.
And we've actually got pictures of our friend wearing one of these. Well, he's hanging on to the side rail of a little bird.
Wow, this is...
Yeah, and that's the World War II liner that they chopped up and they webbed them up for kids. Where they found out that they were rejected for whatever reason during manufacture. An interesting thing, speaking of U.S. helmets, is I've noticed that several of the U.S. Army aggressor force helmets that I've seen have had these kind of non-regulation linings in them. So I have a theory that the U.S. Army wouldn't let them basically butcher up a helmet liner to create an aggressor helmet.
Oh, yeah.
So they had to acquire, kind of rejected helmets through whatever channels they could to be able to use as aggressor forces. Kind of interesting.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Again, an interesting smattering of stuff from Civil War to the Jet Age to German counter-terrorist units to Eddie Rickenbacker and a uniform that actually fits me.
Yes.
Not a bad week. A couple knives. Overall, and honestly, we haven't been that busy this week, so I think this was a decent showing of some kind of interesting stuff.
Yeah, some pretty cool stuff we got here.
So remember, visit the website. We have been putting a lot of stuff on. Sherry's been working overtime, and she's been just getting a lot of things listed. So new stuff's going on pretty much every day. If you haven't been on lately, remember if you go on to use the sort feature to sort by newest items, so that it'll populate with all the latest and greatest stuff. Because a little bit of everything. We got some German stuff, we got some U.S. stuff, we got some Vietnam stuff, we had some British stuff, a lot of different stuff. So,
Cool stuff.
and as always, if you're ever looking for anything in particular, let us know. Drop us an email. We might have it. I might be able to find it. But if not, I will add it to the list of things we're looking for. So we'll at least get another set of eyes out there looking for you. All right. Well, we better go.
Yeah.
It's late. But thanks for joining us. We always appreciate having you here. We couldn't do this without you watching. Well, technically we could, but it wouldn't be as much fun.
Yeah, it would be pretty boring, I guess.
Right. So, we will see you next time. We're hoping to do at least one more of these before the Christmas holidays. So, all right, Mark's got to go again. Until next time, I'm Jerry.
And I'm Mark.
And we are the Military Collectibles Shop.